Agui Sabes. I'm not going to continue this song because it gets very hot. There's a snippet of Bad Bunny's newly Grammy-nominated song, Moscow Mule.
He and dozens of other musical artists and groups were announced as nominees for the 2023 Grammy Awards just moments ago. Beyoncé is the top nominee, Queen Bee, for the 65th Annual Grammy Awards, with 9 nods in total. She's now tied with her husband Jay-Z for the most nominations received by any musician in the history of the awards.
Man, talk about a power couple. That's amazing. Joining us now is Nischelle Turner. She's a co-host of Entertainment Tonight. And Nischelle, you can tell I am specifically excited about a few artists there. I'm very much into reggaeton, and Bad Bunny's an idol. So is Rosalia, who got some nominations, Mark Anthony, and my friend Jorge Drexler. I'm super excited with the Latin categories. But tell me which artists, outside of those, garnered the most nominations.
Well, you guys just mentioned Beyonce, and
right.
She does lead all the nominations with 9 nominations. You also mentioned her husband, Jay-Z. He was actually nominated as well. Not in the top nominees, though. Kendrick Lamar is a runner-up to Beyonce with 8 nominations. And then we have Adele right there as well with 7 nominations. So I like when we have the women there leading the way in the music categories, which, again, we do seem to have this year. DJ Khaled garnered a bunch of nominations. And so you were talking about Beyonce and Jay-Z being a power couple, guys. Listen, this is going to be a house divided on Grammy night because they are up against each other. Yeah, they are up against each other for Song of the Year. Beyonce, and because Jay-Z is a writer on God Did with DJ Khaled, so they're going to be against each other in a category. That should be a pretty fun night, and hopefully they will both be in the house so we can see that play out. But it seems to be an interesting night shaping up. You were talking about Bad Bunny. We're looking at the Song of the Year nominees right there. So we've got Break My Soul, of course, Beyonce, and God Did is what I was talking about there from Jay-Z and DJ Khaled. Easy on Me, Adele's in there as well, and again, she had such a great record this time around. About Damn Time, Lizzo is nominated.
That's your fave.
That's mine.
Yes, it's Lizzo is Lana's Bad Bunny.
we get pumped up, Nischelle, as you can tell, with a lot of the music that's on this list right now.
No, I love it. Taylor Swift also got a nomination there with All Is Well, the 10-minute version. So you guys know the version that goes on and on and on. Yeah, she did that, and so she was nominated for that as well. One of the big surprises, though, you started out with Bad Bunny, and as much as he is loved, he is universally loved, and like the biggest selling artist out there.
Most streamed,
was not nominated
most
in a lot
grossing.
of the big
We were talking about this, yes.
Yeah. You know what? I was a little bit surprised, I have to say. He is the most streamed artist in the world of all times, highest grossing, biggest shows.
Not
and,
that she's dropping any information
you know
on
what?
y'all, but...
if Puerto Ricans are going to take to the street, you know, and no, I'm joking.
But he has been recognized in
surprise.
other ways, though that one probably wasn't.
And I'm sure he will at the Latin Grammys tomorrow, too.
I will say, though, he deserved that album, and that record did deserve to be in those big categories.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they will ask him to perform on that night. I mean, I have never seen any artist, people react to him the way that people react to Bad Bunny. It is wild. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him in person and see how the audience reacts to him. It's beyond, Lilia,
he's a phenomenon who's only, bagging groceries 7 years ago. Biggest star, very proud. But let's move on to the next.
And you can't help to move, though, when you hear him. All right, we'll move on. Because we want to talk about these 5 new categories that were created this year, Nischelle. What was behind this decision?
Well, I think that the Grammys had been taking a little bit of heat lately for not being as inclusive and wanting to spread out and bringing more people into the fold. We'd seen, some artists criticize them. So now what they're saying is we're going to broaden our horizons. We're going to open it up a little bit more, bring more people into the, and I love it. I love spoken word. I love the Americana performance. I love all of that. Songwriter of the Year. I think that's a great idea to really honor, people that we don't see their faces all the time, but they are like the people behind the music. So I think those are all really, really great additions to the Grammys and to the category, and should really add to award show night. I'm glad that they listened when people said we need more from the Academy.
And biggest, and best score for a video game.
I know, I was thinking the same thing.
That lands us right into 2022. Who do you expect seeing? Seeing as, Bad Bunny should have been the biggest winner. Now that he's not on that one category we discussed, who do you expect to be the biggest winners? And I wonder if Beyonce and Jay-Z will get ready in separate rooms that night. But who do you think will take the most statues?
Well, I have to say, I mean, Renaissance was such a feat, I mean, Beyonce put that record out and we're seeing it being recognized all across different genres. I mean, it's nominated in the dance electronic for best album there, as well as the R&B and the pop category. So we're seeing her just kind of break genres. I do think that she will have a really good night. The Academy loves Adele. They love Adele. So I would not be surprised if we didn't see her have a big night as well. I think, Kendrick Lamar's album, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, is, again, the second most nominated album.
Yeah.
But it was, the critics were back and forth on it. So I'm interested to see how he's going to do on Grammy night. And again, I was surprised that I didn't see Taylor Swift get more nominations,
Right.
But she is in. I hope Mary J. Blige has a good night. I loved her new record. She's got 6 nominations. I hope that she gets her flowers on Grammy night.
I
Absolutely.
agree with you,
I mean,
Nischelle.
Kendrick, I had the privilege of going to the concert in LA this year, and it's just what a genius lyricist. It's unbelievable. Anyway, we will stay tuned. Road to
So
the
many
Grammys.
amazing people. Nischelle, thank you.
Thank you.
We're just getting started. It's award season. I love it.
Yes, we need some joy.
Well, the 2023 Grammys will be broadcast live on CBS on Sunday, February 5th. You can also stream it live and on demand on Paramount+.